everyone knows that there was, and then now it's changed, but there used to be incredible hostility to improvisation in classical music in the 20th century. I mean,
Yes.
just unbelievable hostility. I mean, very bizarre, quite frankly. And I guess some of that still continues today a little bit more, even though now with Partimento and Thorough Bass, there's a lot of young people are just fed up with the with nonsense, and they're getting very excited about improvisation because it's the heritage. That's what the masters used to do. So ridiculous. But I wanted to ask you, um, um, my question was, in Romania, and when you went to Basel, did you still was there that attitude? Was that around you? I mean, was that a present attitude, or was it more? Did it start to open up at least a little bit?
My impression definitely changed. Also, after I saw the reaction of my piano professor, and especially after I had lessons with Lutz. But I do admit that sometimes, I wouldn't necessarily say generally in Romania, but I did experience at times moments where, yeah, I was, let's say, more or less told off for
Do you have
spending.
an anecdote that you can tell me? You don't have to
Um,
mention the person, but just like kind of what happened.
to tell you the truth, actually, not particularly, not specifically, but I can tell you that, for instance, I remember my mother having mentioned my improvisation and compositions to another teacher, so not my piano
Yep.
teacher, but another teacher from school, like after an audition or something. And I remember that teacher having said something like, yeah, one should be aware of how one uses their time at the piano. But if one can afford to waste time and still find time to practice, then that's okay. Just
Oh,
make sure that your daughter doesn't
yeah.
waste time at the piano. Something
Waste
like that.
time. Right. That's wasting time. Okay. All right. Well, we know that's nuts. So